Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss. Welcome to my presentation today. My name is Lim Hui Sing, study at Sugi College, Kota Damansara. Student ID is SDKD 44004. Today, I would like to talk about source of finance between Mr. DIY and Farm Fresh. So we look at the introduction of Mr. DIY Group. Mr. DIY is the largest home improvement retailer in Malaysia. They offering essential products with focus on affordability, variety, and convenience. Their motto is always low price, aims to provide everyday essential needs to all consumers. Mr. DIY is founded by Mr. Tang Yuye in 2005 and was listed in October 2020. Their very fast expansion, with about 1,400 branches, including Mr. DIY, Mr. Toy, and Mr. Dollar. They also actively support local economy by sourcing products from local suppliers. Next is Farm Fresh. Farm Fresh is a well-known homegrown dairy company in Malaysia. It is founded by Mr. Lloyd Chuan Yi in 2009 and was listed on 22 March 2022. Their vision is provide natural, healthier, and fresher dairy products, which is free from preservatives, and they provide variety range of dairy products like yogurts, ice creams, fresh milk, and other dairy products. They focus on high quality and affordable price to consumers. They also promote innovation through their diverse offerings, including plant-based alternatives, bubble tea, cooking cream, and chocolate malt beverage. They expand their business into international markets such as Philippines. Let's see what they face. What is the major issue faced by them when selecting appropriate source of finance for their new project? Before we go to the issues faced by them, we understand the source of finance first. Let me show you. The sources of finance are two groups. One is internal, one is external. Internal means the money generated from within the business, like retained earnings, sales of assets, and working capitals. While external means the money obtained from outside the business, like equity financing, issue shares, debt financing like loan, mortgage, overdraft, and trade credit, suppliers credit terms, and leasing and hire purchase, government grants or subsidies, and venture capitals. These are the sources of finance. When a business expands, they need money to operate and expand, to do many operations. So these are the source of finance that can help the business. Okay, so next let's see the Mr. DIY. What Mr. DIY faced issue. First is cash flow uncertainty. When the economic slowdown or customer preference change, their spending behavior change, This can influence the cash flow and the credit rating. When excessive borrowing, it can lower the credit rating and influence the investor confidence. Next, foreign exchange risk. When ringgit drops, it will increase the cost of because Mr. DIY, there are many products they are from import. So when the currency change drops, it was straightforward to increase the cost of them. Last, collateral requirements. Mm, when Mr. DIY wants to borrow a loan, they need many collateral requirements. They generally, Mr. DIY operates their store on leased premises. There is limited collateral availability. So this will affect the loan size, loan approval rates, or interest rate. Okay, next, let's see what Farmfresh Berhad face. First is low cash flow because they are actively to expand their business, and this will cause they are facing their heavy debts, and the cash flow is very tight. So if the growth does not go as planned, the funding pressure could mount, especially for long-term financing. Next, heavy debt. They really have many debts like Shuko, hire purchase, and debt loan. They're using to expand the farm, upgrade facilities, and expanding regionally. So it really is a heavy debt. Foreign exchange risk, because they are rely mainly on in import from import, like packaging, their feeding material. So when ringgit weakens, their costs will really in, in, impact. High capital needs. Like they expand their farm, like the example Muazzam Shah Farm. They added 500 acres, so this will double their capacity. So this is need more funding, which make that attractive but introduce risk. Next, so every problem should have solution, right? So we see Mr. DIY how there are three solutions. First, maintain healthy ratio, which is reduce reliance on external financing, set limit on ratio, balance debt and equity. Improve cash flow. They can negotiate higher limits and longer commitment periods from the supplier and get better credit terms, improve inventory turnover, and improve cost control. Foreign exchange rates, they can reduce reliance on import and use local suppliers. Okay, next is FarmFresh. The solution, the first is improve working capital management to improve the low cash flow. First, tighten credit terms, speed up collection from suppliers, negotiate longer payment period with suppliers. And second, equity financing. Issue new shares, bring in equity partners or institutional investors. And third, enhance suppliers chain. They can make more diversified supplier base, not only one supplier, with more stable pricing to reduce currency volatility exposure. Lock in the long-term supplier contract. Okay, this is the sample of ratio analysis between Mr. DIY and FarmFresh Berhad. Why we use ratio analysis? Because it can help us to measure a company's financial health and compare the business performance. It gives an objective view of whether the business is financially stable, profitable, and creditworthy. And it helps to evaluate the ability to repay loans and reduce the lending risk. This could really help lenders to evaluate liquidity, profitability, leverage, efficiency, and cash flow before deciding on loan approval, interest rates, and terms. So this is very important. Okay, conclusion. Business can choose financing that minimize costs and risk by improving financial planning, strengthening their creditworthiness to support the long-term project success. And also, ratio analysis is a valuable tool used to evaluate a business performance and financial stability. However, it has certain limitations, as ratio may become outdated or fail to reflect the full financial picture, leading to potentially misleading interpretations. Okay, this is the sample of the reference. Thank you.